Good morning, breathers, and welcome to your Tuesday. Tuesday, right?
Yep.
I lost track already. It's only Tuesday, and I've already lost track of the days.
That's a rough start to your week there, Matt.
It's going to be a long week.
It's going to be a long week. So, what's up?
What's up?
What's up? In studio today, we have, as always, as necessary, as the show doesn't go on without Alex P. He's got a camera, and he's not talking. He's got a camera. But
Thumbs up.
And since Tim is gone today, and he'll be back tomorrow, but since Tim is gone, and plus we just enjoy having her company around here. It's not just because Tim is gone. Tim likes you too, Kristen. So
Yeah, I've been here 2 times without him.
Yeah, I know.
He's avoiding me.
I don't think it's you. It might be me. It might be Alex. It might just be other things. We don't know. But anyway, thank you for coming in today.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. We are the Southeast. Say that 3 times fast. So I'm having a rough week already. The Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by our friends at KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, Casey, and all the gang at KCTC. And we are powered up personally by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh in Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, Washington. Thank you, Willie.
Thank you, Willie.
So,
do we know any of the installers of KCTC Internet?
I don't know them personally, no.
I think one's probably named Emmett.
It could be.
Thank you, Emmett.
Thank you, Emmett. Did you get KCTC Internet hooked up?
I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Emmett just sounds like a KCTC installer name.
Well, you're just pulling that out of wherever.
I just feel like we needed to thank an installer.
Okay, well, maybe we'll have to look that up and actually be accurate when we say that. Yeah. See if Emmett is actually an installer. I do not know. I do not know them personally. I have it at my house, and whoever came, and I can't remember his name, did a great job. And love my KCTC Internet. So, and I'm not saying that just because they're a sponsor. Really do. They're great. So, what's going on with you, Kristen?
Day off, and I'm getting up nice and early to come to work.
And Alex said, "You're coming with me." Yep. We're gonna throw you on camera. Here you go. Mm-hmm. So. Yep. All right. You had a big car show at Camp Courageous this past weekend. We talked a little bit about yesterday, but big event.
Yeah, it was really fun. We had over 400 cars. I haven't heard the exact count yet, but in that ballpark. And the train was running. The zip line was running. Alex took a ride. He didn't play the laser tag or the mini golf. He skipped all that. Nope. He was a busy guy. He had to go.
Yeah, I was a busy guy.
Couldn't even look at the cars.
No, my head was down, glued to the ground the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
No, it wasn't.
Just why? I don't understand. At least look as you walk by.
Did you at least say hi to the people camped out in my front yard?
I don't think there were people in your front yard.
Oh, they were on the driveway.
Oh,
maybe they weren't when you left.
Not when I left.
Okay.
I probably would have avoided them, though.
He really did have.
They had their lawn chairs set up and everything.
Yeah. That was probably a good spot.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go with that, Alex. You really did just keep your head down and get out. We got a little more information about the zip line, though. The zip line goes about 30 miles an hour, and Alex was hoping for just a little bit more.
Yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the average speed for a zip line is, but 30 miles an hour strapped to whatever you're strapped to seems like it's going pretty quick. Yeah.
There's 3 different speeds, actually. It's all, like, computerized. So
30 a fancy zip line.
Speed. Oh, yeah. It's pretty high-tech. It's like a double-seater where you get a 5-point harness strapped in and just press a button and it goes.
It goes down, and then does it bring you back up? Or
it goes up backwards and then comes back down.
Oh. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. I've never seen one.
Come on and ride.
I'll have to. I'll have to do that. So, well, speaking of this past weekend, I went to my niece's graduation party in Fayette, Missouri. Ooh. And I talked about the roads in Missouri, and I'm going to talk about them again because they baffle me. So Fayette's somewhere close to Columbia, and you go down Highway 63 to Moberly, which is most of the way there. But the last 20 miles or so, I've mentioned that it seems like a drunk guy on a bulldozer cut these roads out.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's over hills and curves, and you go over a hill, and as soon as you get over the hill, you see the curve that you got to take, and so it's crazy. But this time was even crazier because we're driving. I'm going through all this stuff. I'm like holding on. My passengers are flying around in the back seat, and I'm only going like 30, but the roads are that bad, right? I mean, it's
gosh.
crazy. And at one point, we got to this little spot in the road that was like all tree covered, and so it's like you kind of drive into the shade and you're all covered with trees, and drove out the other side, and all of a sudden the road is yellow brick, and we come up on this Emerald Castle. And we thought, well, we got to stop and ask for directions. So we went in. There's this guy named Oz. He's kind of weird. He's behind a curtain. And we said, we're just trying to get to a graduation party. And he says, all you got to do is honk your horn 3 times and you'll be there. And that's what worked. We went out, honked our horn, and we were at the graduation party. But that's what the roads are like in Missouri. Although we had no Ruby Sweat slippers and and no Tin Man. Although I don't know. I was gonna make a joke about my daughter. She's probably watching. She was in the back seat. So.
Bailey says, "I don't remember this."
So that's my daughter's in the back seat. Jennifer Spielbauer, that's my sister. That's her daughter that graduated. She goes, totally worth it. It was totally worth it. It was a very nice graduation, very nice ceremony. I will say this, though. This is bad on me. So we go to this graduation party, and, they live in Fayette. We're not overly familiar with Fayette, but my niece, Allie, has a friend named Addie, and they had a joint graduation party, which is fine, nice. Yeah. But I did not know that it was a joint graduation party. So for like an hour, I'm sitting there and I'm seeing all these pictures, and I'm like, well, Allie's not in half these pictures. I don't understand why we're having a graduation party for Allie, and she's not even in half the pictures. And then I look on the wall, and there's this, the collage thing where it has kindergarten, first, second, third, and it shows all the school pictures and whatever through all the years. And I'm looking at this, and there's 2 rows of them, and one of them is clearly my niece, and the other is I have no idea who this person is. So I asked, and I said, why are all these pictures of somebody else hanging up at Allie's graduation party?
Sure.
And they're like, well, it's a joint party, dummy. And so I'd been here for over an hour and did not realize it was a joint party. So here's this poor girl, Addie, who also graduated. Very nice young lady. And I totally ignored the fact that it was also her party. So
there wasn't like a big sign that said
probably
congratulations, big Addie and Allie.
Yeah, there was probably all the signs, and I missed every one of them. So I don't know. So I was a little embarrassed, but we got past it. And not, like I said, Addie is a very nice young lady, I'm sure. I don't really know her, but I was on a singular purpose. Sure. Just, So I don't know. Are they
Your mom's coming at
my mom dumb at. I didn't know. I just didn't know. And we could, I won't get into that.
Was it good graduation party food?
It was a good, we had the cake and the nice stuff at the graduation party. And then afterwards we went to my sister's house and had a grill out. So had some burgers and brats, and my brother-in-law Brian made up some stuff, and it was good. So it was all good. But since my sister's watching today, I don't know if I should say this, but the highlight for me, my fascination with cicadas.
Okay.
You've heard me talk about cicadas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? They have cicadas in Missouri.
Was it bad or just just
starting? We have video.
Yeah, we have videos. Like, give me a second here.
Yeah, I kind of sprung this on you. So we have video of the cicadas. So at my sister's and brother-in-law's house, so they're not thick. They keep talking like there's gonna be trillions of these things all over. Ooh. So they're not everywhere.
Let me get that. Let me get the fans so they can see.
All right, we want to make sure everybody can see this.
There we go.
All right, so this is just the shell. Their skins on the ground, so they're in the tree.
Should I play it?
Yeah, play it. And so these are just what they shed, just laying around on the ground. And then you go up the tree. Most of those are just the sheds also. But like that guy right there,
Whoa.
He was coming out of his shell.
They have red eyes. They're evil.
So literally coming out of his shell.
I don't like anything about that.
Yeah. And then that guy's still alive. He's wandering around. But like I said, there's only like 2 trees in the yard that were covered in them like this.
Sure.
And so they must have a preference of trees. But it's only a couple trees.
A lot.
but I mean, it wasn't like you had to kick them out of the way, or they weren't like buzzing your head or doing anything. You couldn't see, but you didn't have to look very far to see them. I mean, they were on there. Some were on most of the trees and all over, but they were all over.
That's
Especially these
super
couple
fun.
trees. Yeah. So I had a cicada sighting. I was actually pretty excited about it. I got to tell you.
You have to come back and report.
I had to come back and report about. Well, I've been talking about these cicadas now for how
Yeah.
long have we been talking about these things? And I'm just like, I got to see them.
Yeah. Are we just too far north for this? Brood,
No,
or-
but they're apparently the ground at 8 inches deep has to be 64 degrees.
Okay.
And I've not done measurements myself
Sure.
or checked temperatures at 8 inches
Yeah.
deep, but apparently we're just not quite
Not
there,
there
yet.
yet. Okay.
And also, our area is not supposed to get a huge amount, but some areas are.
So are there cicadas in our ground right now?
Yes.
Oh.
You just walk around
waiting.
on them for
They're just waiting
years,
to pounce.
literally decades or decade plus.
Yeah.
So there's different broods that come up at different times. So yes, you could go dig around. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe I'll go find some cicadas in the
I
ground.
don't know if you can
I
dig
don't
around
know.
and
You
find them
kind
or
of
not.
just walk down the sidewalk. I don't think you're going to see any. You got to go look at a tree or something.
You live in the concrete jungle, Alex.
You walk 2 blocks to work. I don't know if you're going to see one.
I'll bet they come out. I'll bet they'll be all over the camp though if they have
Yes.
them around there.
Yeah,
So
probably.
yeah. So anyway, that's my cicada sightings, and I don't know. It didn't overshadow the graduation.
Good.
I have to say that out loud. I have to pretend like that's true.
We know what your real focus was there.
But so got to see those. And I don't know if I want to see more or not, but I saw them. So what do we got for comments, Kristen, besides people making fun of me?
Jim said good morning. You want to scroll up there, Alex? Jeff, Martha, Julie, Tiffany, all checked in.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. So we got a couple of strange but true stories, but I found a couple extra, so I thought these were kind of interesting. Alex, you remember we did a story not too long, well, it's been a little bit ago now, but about, now I forget, it was overseas, Willy Wonka, the Willy Wonka thing.
The fake warehouse.
Yeah, were you
thing.
here that day
Yeah.
or
I've heard
watched?
about it. I
So
saw
the
it.
fake Willy Wonka thing, and it was a total bust. Well, apparently this happened in Las Vegas, just recently. A hot dog joint, which in Vegas, I don't know how big a hot dog joint is, but you think those are pretty small venues, right? They unwittingly hosted an upsetting Bluey-themed event last week, leaving several kids in tears.
I think I saw something about
Yeah,
this.
and you're familiar with Bluey. Bluey's an Australian dog of some sort. It's a cartoon.
Yes.
But anyway,
Bluey.
and kids are all about Bluey. Well, according to the Facebook event, the gathering was advertised free face painting, special treats, meeting Bluey and friends. It says, come celebrate Bluey with us. A marathon of all the Bluey episodes. All this stuff is on Facebook. More than 3,000 people responded to this Facebook event. But when people arrived at the event, and presumably not all 3,000 showed up, but maybe, arrived at the event, they're disappointed by the offerings, including a Bluey impersonator in a cheap costume whose face and beard were visible. Some kids were crying. Some kids were upset, crying on their parents' shoulders. How could they do that to little kids, says one parent. The restaurant expected less than 60 attendees to show up and were overwhelmed by the response.
Oh my goodness.
Organizers were unaware of the show's popularity. So another parent
How?
says, yeah, exactly. Why have the event if you don't even know what you're doing? It's like,
Exactly.
The spokesman for the restaurant said, just now knowing who Bluey is, we would have planned ahead and we would have had security.
Jeez.
So yeah,
This guy's just wearing it's a onesie.
Well, that's a painting behind him, but you can see his nose and beard underneath that little mask thing. I'm pointing at. Nobody sees what I'm pointing at, but
Yeah.
It's
The
a
screen.
onesie.
yeah. So, residents wrote about how disappointed they were in the event on Facebook. I drove 1 hour just to see a grown man in pajamas, one person wrote.
Yeah.
And the restaurant owner says, we deeply regret.
Yeah, probably. Bluey is a big deal to these kids.
A
I'm
huge
sure
deal.
they're very upset for a while, and all these parents now have to deal with it.
Well, and they're terrified by this guy in his pajamas wearing a beard. That's who they're going to picture under their bed from now on.
Yeah, it's going to ruin the show for them.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we got a few more stories to do, but we'll take a break first, Alex, and reset a little bit.
Sounds good.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with the flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Step back in time and create unforgettable memories of the 2024 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Gather the family and immerse yourselves in the nostalgic charm of steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and the horses. Whether it's the savory delights from the North Village to the log cabin or the unforgettable concerts, this is where memories are crafted. Plan now to bask in the history of the past from August 29th to September 2nd in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthreshers.com for details. Don't miss this chance to make timeless memories.
Good morning, morning breathers, and welcome back to our Tuesday show. We are Timless today, but we do have Alex, and Kristen has nice enough to grace us with her presence, and we appreciate that. One more shout out to our Southeast Iowa Video Network sponsor, KCTC. Thank you, Casey. And Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh in Washington, Mount Pleasant, and Fairfield. Thank you, Willie. And I did that because I think I said yesterday, my little nephew, I was informed that he watches the show, and after we say thank you, KCTC, he always says, thank you, Casey.
Aww.
Yeah. So
I do it at home. Like when I'm watching the show, you guys all say thank you, Casey. And I'm like, thank you, Casey.
Everybody's thank you, Casey. It's very effective, very effective advertising. So thank you, Casey. Little more strange but true. Do you got a favorite you picked out of there, Kristen?
I do. So in Charlotte, North Carolina, a woman named Ashley Class was stumped by her toddler's reports of monsters in the wall of her bedroom, as typical children fear.
Absolutely. It's Bluey hide under the bed.
Yeah, exactly. She told her mom that she could hear something, but the mom just chalked it up to the stress of a new baby in the house. She and her husband deployed monster spray, which was just water, and pretended to look for the monsters.
Well, hold on. I know it's just water, but I want to find some monster spray.
Yeah.
I think that could come in handy.
Yeah. I think if you just put it in a squirt bottle and write monster spray on it.
That becomes monster spray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the rules, actually.
Okay. All right. Well, good to know. Good to know.
Finally, she called in a pest control specialist who went into the toddler's room with a thermal camera. It lit up like a Christmas tree. It was floor to ceiling. Behind the kid's wall was a 100-pound honeycomb and about 50,000 bees, which a beekeeper then removed. But not before the bees had done tens of thousands of dollars in damages.
But you can recuperate that from the honey that you're going to sell.
I don't know if you can make that much back.
I don't know. Honey's a hot commodity.
I guess. And if you sell the comb, I think that's pretty...
And package it with the monster spray.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got something.
There you go.
I'm all in.
I don't know how the parents didn't hear any of the noises that the kid heard.
Well, that has to be Yeah, that has to make a big racket.
Yeah, you would hear like little crawling and buzzing. You would think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. In the Northview Cemetery in Dearborn, Michigan, has an unwanted frequent visitor. He's a serial pooper.
Oh no.
The Detroit Free Press reported that Dearborn police have been called to the graveyard 7 times since February 25th after human feces were found among the gravestones. A city spokesperson said the pooper doesn't favor one particular gravesite, so he's not mad at anybody. He just has to poop. A source said the pooper always visits in the dark, wears dark clothing and a hoodie, and leaves a big mess, including used toilet paper. So there you go. You need to know that first thing this morning. He is
Yeah.
hygienic.
I don't know, but he's littering. He's not throwing it away. And maybe.
Yeah, there's a lot of angles there.
Is he just carrying around this roll of toilet
He must
paper
be.
with him, or
He's
does he
just-
have just like a specific wad for what he needs? Who knows?
I don't have the answers. I wish
He's,
I had
he's
the
like,
answers.
I'm bringing 8 squares with me today. It feels like
Maybe.
an 8 square kind of day.
Maybe he's just got a vest all outfitted. It's got a little toilet paper dispenser on.
Oh, he's
there.
got one of those cloaks that opens up and
Yeah.
it's just like lined
Right,
with rolls.
right. He's got his phone and charger. You know, just he's got to have all the stuff,
Yeah,
right?
it's prepared.
All right. What else you got?
In
Before we get deeper and deeper into that.
In Holiday, Utah, authorities were summoned to a home on April 23rd, my birthday, by the way, to advise a homeowner on how to dispose of, quote, a lot of explosives, including ancient dynamite that had been in the family for generations and generations. It was reported by multiple agencies descended on the home, where it was determined that they would have to conduct a controlled explosion. That's got to be a lot.
Yeah,
If they can't
It would be yes.
remove it, or if it's that
Well,
unstable.
it's totally
that they can't
volatile.
move
They're not
it.
going to. Yeah.
Yeah. The house would be uninhabitable at the end, Barker said. The homeowner was allowed to remove some possessions before the detonation. The neighborhood was evacuated, and the detonation took place after midnight on April 24th, causing damage to some neighboring properties, including blown out windows and minor fire damage.
To the neighbor's house. The house that
Yeah.
it was in was blown up.
And all these neighbors had to move out
Yes.
in moments' notice. I'm sure they weren't very happy with
I'm
this
sure not
neighbor.
either. Well, here's the catch, though. What's the last line there?
The former homeowner told police that her husband, who had recently died, had inherited the explosives from his father more than 40 years ago.
So they'd been sitting in their house for 40 years.
That's a long time.
What if they didn't have a chance to warn the neighbors? That'd
Yeah.
wake you up in the middle of the night. Or
I wonder if-
or not. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe you just don't wake up after
I wonder
that.
if she thinks she should have called sooner if they were that dangerous, or if she regrets calling at all now.
40 years they were sitting in her basement. Some gentleman, and I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not going to try, passed away suddenly while vacationing in Cuba in March. The Associated Press reported there were no medical facilities nearby, his daughter said, so the body was left covered on a beach chair for more than 8 hours until a car arrived to take it to Havana. The daughter followed the directions of the Canadian consulate and paid $10,000 to have the body returned home. But when the casket arrived, the man inside was not her father.
Oh, no.
Instead, it was a Russian man who was younger, had a full head of hair, and tattoos. He was returned to his family. No report on what happened to her father. We just know that the other guy got returned to his family.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that'd be a shock. So,
Oh, there's a comment from your mom there.
ting tang walla walla bing bang.
Just wanted to know if you remembered.
So my mom says, what word comes between the ting tang and bing bang? Just wants to know if you remember. Yeah. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. There you go, Mom. I'm not sure why you're testing.
pick on
I don't know why
Matt
you're
Day.
testing me this morning, but
They heard you were having a hard Tuesday, so they just
apparently.
wanted to follow
Also,
up.
I don't know where that's relevant to anything, but that's all right. We got it. We nailed it. I nailed it. Nailed it so hard we're going to go to a break.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
I'm Melissa Westfall with Homegirl Realty. Heather and Charlotte and I have worked together for many years, and we have always had a vision to have a business together.
I'm Charlotte Howard, and the good news is we bring a very high level of experience. We have a combined 80 plus years of experience in this real estate marketplace.
I'm Heather Merrick, and Homegirl Realty brings a lot of things to the table. We have phenomenal communication with our clients, buyers and sellers, to make sure things are going smoothly and you don't have anything to worry about.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Good morning and welcome back to Morning Breath. And I saw Paula checked in. What's up, Paula? What's up? One more quick one that I found. This is it's not, I don't know if it's funny or not, but it's interesting. A Japanese town is overrun by tourists and puts up a view-blocking barrier near Mount Fuji. So there's a town in Japan that I cannot pronounce. It has like 48 letters in it, and I'm not going to try. They erected a giant black net to block the views of Mount Fuji because so many people tourists were coming in, and it was a great photo spot for Instagram and stuff, and it was blocking businesses and blocking sidewalks. So they hung up a 66-foot long black screen to totally block the view.
Oh my goodness.
They do not want tourists.
The problem must have been pretty significant to go to that length.
The catch is you're also blocking the view of the people that live in the town.
Yeah.
But yeah, a 66-foot black curtain to block the view of, their trademark. So go figure that. Should we get set for the day?
Let's get set for the day.
All right. The time is 7:43 a.m. The temperature right now in Fairfield, 69. Mount Pleasant, 70. And Washington, 69. Today, windy and scattered thunderstorms. And it sounds like we had a potential this evening for some pretty big stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, Tim would deny that and say that that's not true. But that's the theory, is that we're supposed to get some pretty good storms tonight. High today of 85 and a low of 52. Things to do in Fairfield. There's a 5th grade band concert tonight at 7 p.m. at the Fairfield Middle School Cafetorium. That's a made-up word, right?
It looks like it.
I don't know. They always say that when they have the concerts.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
know.
like, is that what it's actually called?
Yeah, probably. I'm sure they eat lunch there, and it's the auditorium. I don't know. It's a cafetorium. We'll run with that.
Got a combined stage.
Yeah, tonight the Mount Pleasant Middle School 7th and 8th grade band and 6th and 7th and 8th grade choirs present their spring concert at 7 p.m. at the Mount Pleasant Central High School. Washington tonight, the Washington Middle School, big day for middle schoolers. Tonight, the Washington Middle School presents the Middle School's Got Talent show at 6:30 p.m. in the Washington High School auditorium. This day in history, American aviator Amelia Earhart became the first woman to pilot an airplane solo across the Atlantic Ocean in 1932.
That didn't go well for her.
She made it, didn't she? Did she get lost in the Bermuda Triangle or
She disappeared.
on that flight?
It wasn't it.
It could have been. I don't know. I got Walla Walla Bing Bang, and I'm done. My knowledge is shot for the day. My mom called me out. I answered it. And I said, "What's up, Paula?" She says, "Not much, just working." Anyway, she 1932, she did that, which seems like the airplanes would be less stable in 1932 to go by yourself across the ocean. All right, you guys ready for the dad joke?
Let's hear it.
What's a writer's favorite train station? Penn Station. And we're out. That's all we got.
And that's the last remnants of Emmett here.
Emerson?
Oh.
Emerson's.
Sorry, I already forgot his name.
Emerson.
Sorry, Emerson.
We love Emerson.
Well, I was thinking of the KCTC guy now.
Maybe. You made that up.
Potential.
So you don't even know if that's true. So, all right. Well, Emerson came up with the joke. Emerson, good job for us last week, even if Alex can't remember his name.
Yep.
So, till tomorrow, Tim will be back. Thank you, Kristen, for joining us today. Thank you, Alex, for all the pushing all the buttons and doing what you do. So,
Thumbs up.
we'll see you all tomorrow.